With resources becoming low in the world, the need for an alternative energy source is crucial, and more sources are being sought out. Fusion cell energy is a new alternative energy source scientists are beginning to look at. At the UW and at the MSNW Fusion Lab in Redmond, Washington, a team of researchers are building what they call a fusion engine to test this potentially valuable new source.
Well, we're running out of energy sources, and there are, not very good ways of producing energy right now that are carbon-based. So for the future of the planet, it's very important that we discover an alternative energy source, and fusion energy is the primary candidate that can meet all the demands that we'll have in the future.
Professors like Fumio Fuji and John Slough are analyzing these experiments to try and understand how the material is interacting and behaving under high-density plasmas. At high temperatures, material can be unstable, so understanding these mechanisms and finding the right material is important.
Problem is, what kind of material can actually do that. So that's we actually working on. The material is the one to decide what is success or not.
Even though there are many problems to be ironed out, a big advantage to this new energy source is that you can set up a device or facility in a local area, and without any infrastructure, it can generate electricity by itself. When looking at the results of the experiments, Dr. George Vacherbeck had this to say.
If the results show very promising scaling relations that prove that as we scale this up that we will get favorable fusion energy gain, then in short term, like 10, 20 years, we can move quickly forward to developing a fusion energy reactor and put those out into the world generating electricity.
One goal of the experiments is to make sure you can get more energy out than you put in. Once successful, the group of researchers will move on to the next step.
The next step would be to increase the size of the device. That's all that would be necessary in order to have a commercially viable energy source.
Once the energy source has become a commercial device, the goal is to make it more affordable. But until then, George, Fumio, John, and other researchers will be focused now on technologies that are needed in order to turn it into a reactor and an energy source for electricity.